Set 35 SAS Basics Technical question and answers. Answers are highlighted in green. Question 1. Data import. You work for a healthcare company and need to analyze patient data stored in a CSV file named patients underscore data.csv. Describe the steps and write the SAS code to import this CSV file into a SAS dataset. So the answer here is prog import is the procedure that you use in the SAS. You mention the file name, which is data file, and then you mention the path. Now this is the extension, which is CSV. Now out is a specific statement that you write in prog import for outputting the patients underscore data, right? And then TBMS you write equal to CSV and replace, and then you mention the semicolon. The replace function that we write here is because if there is any file which is having this specific CSV file, then it will replace it. So you don't need to every time again delete that file or remove that file, right? So get names is equal to yes. So if the Excel sheet or the CSV is having the variable names, so you need to select those variable names. So this is a specific prog import data file that you are importing the CSV file and you are outputting into the patients underscore data set. So this is the answer. Question 2. Data cleaning. You have imported a data set patients underscore data which contains some missing values in the age column. Write SAS code to replace all missing values in the age column with the median age. Right? So the answer here is, here we mention the prog means and then we input the data set as patients underscore data. Will present as no print, right? So then we have considered the variable age, right? That is what we are interested into. The question is related to age. Then we'll output this summary statistics into age underscore median data set. We will remove this underscore type and underscore frequency variables that from the age underscore median data set. So we don't need these two variables, right? And then we'll mention as median is equal to median age, and then we will close this prog mean statement by executing the run. Now this is the prog means procedure and this is the data step that we will do the manipulation. Now you will import the patients underscore data, then you will set with again that same patients underscore set data, and if the age is missing then you set with the age underscore median, right? So if any age is missing, you are setting this patients underscore data to age underscore median. Question 3. Data manipulation. You need to create a new variable age underscore group in the patients underscore data set that categorizes patients into child, which is 0 to 12 years, teen, which is 13 to 19 years, adult, which is equal to 20 to 64 years, and senior is 65 plus years. Write the SAS code to accomplish this. Now here's the answer. So what we'll do is we'll write a data step. Now this is a data step. We are making the changes in the patients underscore data. So we'll write this if and then else if conditions. So if age is greater than 0 then and age is less than or equal to 12, then we will assign the group as child. If the age is greater than 13 and if it is less than or equal to 19, then age group is equal to teen. Now remember one thing, we are including equal to sign, equal to 0, equal to 12, equal to 13 and equal to 19, which is nothing but inclusive of the values of 0 and 12. Else if age is greater than or equal to 20 and age is less than or equal to 64, then age group is adult. Else if age is greater than 65, then age group is equal to senior. So this is how you write the SAS code. Question 4. Data aggregation. Your data set patients underscore data includes a variable hospital underscore ID. Write a SAS code to find the average age of patients for each hospital. So we'll use here prog means procedure, right? Data will input as patients underscore data will classify as hospital ID. So this is a class statement. This is a variable statement where we are interested in the age because we want to find the average age. So age is my analysis variable and class is the hospital ID. Now we'll output this summary statistics into average underscore age by hospital, and we want the average age of patients for each hospital. That is the reason we are implementing class statement, because we want this analysis for each hospital. That is why we use the class statement. The analysis variable is age, that is why we mention as age, and since we want the average age, we consider the mean statistics in the prog means procedure, and we'll give the variable name as average underscore age. Question 5. Data visualization. You need to create a bar chart to visualize the number of patients in each age group. Write the SAS code to generate this bar chart. So here we'll consider prog sg plot. We'll input the data set as patients underscore data. Since we need the bar chart, that is the vertical bar, so we'll use V bar. And since the number of patients in each group, so we'll mention the age group as the analysis variable, and the response is patient ID. So we want the number of patients, so how many responses there for per patient ID into that specific group. So that is the reason we'll mention as response equal to patient ID. So this is the answer. Question 6. Data sorting. You have a data set patients underscore data and you want to sort it by age in descending order. Write this SAS code to perform this sorting. So here I'll write a prog sort procedure where data is equal to inputting by patients underscore data. Now when you're doing the sorting in descending order, I don't want this original data set to get changed. I want the changes in the new data set. So what I'll do is I'll mention as out equal to statement, and I'll output any changes that are done from this data set. It will appear in this data set, which is patients underscore data underscore sorted, and we are sorting by descending age. So this is the answer. Question 7. Joining data sets. You have another data set hospital underscore data containing information about hospitals, including hospital underscore ID and hospital underscore name. Write a SAS code to merge patients data with hospital data on hospital ID. So the answer here is we'll mention the prog SQL statement because it's very easy to use it. So we'll write create table which is merged underscore data as select A dot star is nothing but select all those variables which are mentioned in A, right? And A is nothing but patients underscore data. B dot hospital name. So from the B data set, I'm selecting only the hospital name. That is the hospital data. So from hospital data, which is assigned as B, so in SQL, so B dot hospital name, I want only this specific variable from B. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to left join, meaning like whatever hospital names which are present in A, only those will come from B on A dot hospital underscore ID equal to B dot hospital underscore ID. So this hospital ID you are merging. So this is the primary key from both the data sets, which is patients underscore data and hospital underscore data, which is identified as A and B in prog SQL respectively. So these hospital underscore ID becomes as the primary key where it is merging and doing the left join. So this is the answer. Question 8. Conditional processing. You need to generate a report of patients who are either under the age of 18 or above the age of 65. Write the SAS code to filter and output this patients into a new data set, which is report underscore data. So it's a very simple kind of a data step. So this is a data step. Report underscore data, that we are creating a new data set. So that is why you are mentioning data equal to data dot report underscore data. Then we are setting as original data, which is from patients underscore data, and a very simple kind of if statement that we will include if age is less than 18, or so this is or age is greater than 65. Only keep those records in the report underscore data set, right? So this is the answer. Question 9, handling dates. The dataset patients underscore data has a variable admission underscore date in the format YYYMMDD dot. Write a SAS code to convert this variable into a SAS date format. So here we'll write a simple data step, because all these functions of converting into different date formats, it's usually done in data step, all kinds of manipulation. So we'll consider this patients underscore data. Then we'll create a new variable, which is admission underscore date. First, we will convert this admission underscore date to a dot by using the put function. And then again, we will use the input function yymmdd a dot. So this is how you will get the SAS date format, right? Now the format admission underscore date will use as date 9, because we want into the SAS date format. So this is the format syntax that you will use in the data step. So this is the answer. Question 10, exporting data. You need to export the patients underscore data dataset to a Excel file name patients underscore data dot xlsx. Write this SAS code to perform this export. So initially the question number 1 was importing, so now it is exporting. So the answer here is prog export is the procedure that we use. We'll consider the data set, which is patients underscore data in this data equal to statement. Then we will output the data set into the Excel sheet. So that is why we'll use the out file. And then here we will mention the path where I want to output the Excel sheet, right? We will use this DBMS as the engine. Now engine is XLS, right? Excel engine. So we'll inform the SAS software to consider the Excel engine DBMS equal to Excel for exporting this specific SAS dataset, and replace is nothing but if any file is existing, you just simply replaces instead of every time asking again and again. So this is the mention, we write the replace and then we will close by writing the run statement. So this is the answer. Many thanks for watching my video and happy learning. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a feedback comment. Many thanks for your support and having great connection.